think that the young queens need to realize what all of us old girls had to go through to make sure that what they're doing now is viable to their lifestyle. Because if it wasn't for the old girls, honey, you guys wouldn't have anything.
Yes.
Sorry. You know, come on. Realize all of the old girls that's been around forever and ever fought for what you have now. Trust me. I am 66 years old.
And loving it.
And I didn't get old from being lucky. I got old from being smart. So ladies, if you feel something's wrong with you, go to your doctor right away. Please, 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 please go to your doctor right away. Because they'll tell you right away what's going on. And you have to. Look how many girls we lost this year because they wasn't taking care of themselves. Okay? God bless. Love you all.
So I am Deja Opulent Mirage from Houston, Texas. I am the show director here at NF Bar Houston, where we have shows every Tuesday. I've been here for almost about 2.5 years. I started with the Legendary Ladies as a regular cast member. I enjoy the stage and I enjoy bringing pleasure and happiness to the audience and just invoking all kind of emotion with them. I'm a transsexual. I've been in transition since I was 13, but I've been doing drag since '97. Everybody says I could be doing so many different things. I have a degree in psychology. Everything that goes on this is what I enjoy doing, and this does make me a lot of money. So I definitely enjoy everything about it. I love the craft. I love wigs. I love costumes. I love the drama. All of that. That's what makes me do this, and that's why I've been doing it for so long. I am often asked, how is it hard being a show director? And I always tell people, no, it's not hard. It's just sometimes difficult when you have to make certain kind of decisions, especially when you're dealing with your friends. But then sometimes some of my friends are not great performers, and it's hard for me to tell them, oh, I can't book you, or you know, but I have to do it because it's my job, and I feel like if I put something that's not appropriate on this stage, then it does affect me, and it affects my job, and it affects the way that my boss feels like I handle things. So, you know, at the end of the day, I do have to protect myself, and I have to protect this business, because this business does pay my bills. I feel like if I've done my rapport, everything that I've done, my body of work is out there. People know what I do, and either you like it or you don't. And I think, you know, it's great enough to be on the show. So if you're gonna book me for what I've done, and not for what I can do for you.
What do you think about silicone?
Silicone can be good, silicone can be bad. You have to realize that you're taking your life into your own hands by doing so. If you want silicone, go to a medical professional. There are too many girls dying by being injected with who knows what. Be careful out there. There are too many people that'll tell you, I can do it, I have experience, I did this queen, I did that queen. Go to a doctor. If you really, really want it, save your money. Do it the right way. Why do you want to die over something that that is unnecessarily done incorrectly? Take care of yourself. You have to. No one else will.
So what do you think about drag queens who get silicone work done here in Houston?
My opinion is, if you want to get silicone work, do it for the fact that you're going to be a transie and you're going to turn into a girl and you're going to live as a girl. That's my opinion.
I think mine is going to be the fact that a lot of girls this time believe, or for some reason have it in their mind, that having tits or hips or lips or cheeks, whatever, is going to get you where you got to go. That's not the way. When it started, drag was based on your craft, on perfecting what you knew, sewing your costumes, perfecting your lip sync, going out there and giving the illusion of being a female. True drag. Now a lot of the girls these days, titties and hips, whatever, go out there with pasties and pussy covers, whatever they're called. I'm a showgirl. I'm Miss So-and-so. I'm fabulous. Doesn't work, sisters. That's not, to me, that's not real drag. It's fine if that's what your lifestyle is going to be and that's what you want to pursue. But do it right. Silicone injections at the house or at the apartment, dangerous. Anybody will tell you, don't do it like that. Do it right. Go to a doctor. Reputable doctors. Get it the right way. Do yourself that justice of being the best you can be by getting the best that you can get. Not just, pump my lips, having little $30 jobs. Doesn't work that way. That's not going to get you anywhere.
And actually, we were born as men. And if you really put your craft to it, in theatrical makeup, anyone can be a beautiful female.
I haven't had any issues with silicone myself, but I know many people who have. And so it really is hit or miss, and it really is a dangerous thing. You have to go about it in a way to, that is comfortable for you. As I said before, I haven't had any issues with silicone, but I know many girls who have. And I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. For me, it's been right so far. But who's to say in 10 or 15 years? And had I known this when I started getting it done, because I got it done at such a young age, I started getting silicone done at 17. So you definitely have to do your research. And I think the research is out there now. So it's basically your choice. If you decide you want to go about it and do it, when I was coming up, there really wasn't much research about it. The girls would do it, you would be performing in the show, and the girls are getting pumped in the next dressing room. So it definitely, you have to go about it in the way that you know. Now there's a lot of research out there that you can look for and see what's best for you. And I'm not telling the girls not to do it. I'm not telling them to do it. But we've all seen what it looks like when it's done wrong. We've also seen what it's done when it looks right. So you basically have to go about it in that kind of manner. Anytime I've wanted something, if I wanted to be somewhere, even here at FR Houston, I was told I would never be here. But I knew that I was going to be here. And it was because I worked at a different place, and it was a different time, and different things were going on. But I knew that once I got my shot, you weren't going to be able to deny me. And here it is, almost 3 years later, and now I'm a manager of this place. So you have to keep going. You have to get what you want. You have to go get what you want and do what you have to do to make sure that the future of Deja Opulent Mirage. I've done a lot of pageants. I've competed in a lot of systems. I've done very well at pageants, and I've won a lot. The worst part of drag.
The lashes.
Yes. Baby, you go out there and your eyes are like... I'm working towards Black America Plus. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. The shade is real.
So long as I believe that I still have passion and love for this craft, and each and every time I go on stage I'm still nervous. So I think just having those nerves and being still excited and energetic about what I do keeps me relevant, and I love it.
Hello, my name is Courtney Paige Van Wells. I'm the current Miss Continental Elite 2013. Well, I think the key to stay fresh with anyone in any career is doing your homework and trying to stay current with the trends that are being set. In this industry, for me personally, it would be to watch the newer and younger generation and take from example their likes and dislikes, and then hone it to my own personality, the way that I can better present it for myself. Well, for anyone getting into the business, I would definitely suggest that you come in with an open heart, open ears, and a closed mouth.
So how was it performing on stage?
It was amazing. Tonight is the bar owner Irwin's birthday. He had a nice show, great turnout, and the kids are feeling it, darling. Fish ripped my corset off me. She wanted a piece. No ma'am, Fish.
Off the stage?
Off the stage. The shade is real. I'm done.
We love Houston drag.
Represent for the Texas drag.
So what do you think about Houston drag here in general?
Oh, it's over the top. It's the real deal. It's not, it's not some commercial cookie cutter.
Well, have you seen the girls back there, baby?
Yes.
It's hair.
This is the definition of drag. It's hair, it's costumes, it's rhinestones, it's lashes, it's glitter, it's body.
Yes.
Nothing comes out of the store in there, honey.
Drama, drama, drama.
I go out to have fun. I go out to express a part of myself. I go out to try to create something that connects to people. And however I choose to do that, I think about it consciously. I put in the work, I put in the effort. I'll make or buy or style or, whatever I need to do to get a look where I want it, within, of course, my budgetary restrictions. And then that's what I choose to wear on stage. And some people have not always appreciated that, and some people have not always thought it was enough. And, sometimes it hasn't been enough, but it's always what I could do at the time.
So doing drag, I guess, is being on the stage, and you don't really get to talk to people during the show, and they just see you on the stage and they think, oh, it's like this glamorous person who's doing drag. It's just some guy dressed up as a woman, or if it's a transgendered person, they just think it's whatever. They love it, but they don't realize is that we're much more than just what you see on stage. We're sons, we're uncles, we're brothers, we're best friends, we're business owners. But that's kind of like the sad part about it. Drag can be, that's kind of the sad part of drag, is that people don't really take the time to really get to know you. They just see you as you're a monkey, whatever, But there are some people that do take the time to get to know you, and you become friends. And I've been very fortunate to have met a lot of people doing what I do, and I've met some of my best friends doing what I do, and some people that I consider family. So it's there's a good side and a bad side.
Because being gay nowadays, there is a lot of discrimination. There's a lot of people who are not accepting of the way we live our lives. So this is a way for us to be, a superstar for the night. So we are standing outside of this fast food joint that, I don't know why people are so bothered by it, but yes, we're standing outside and we're about to go have some food because we are not bothered.com.
Let's
okay? Go. So let's go inside and let's see what's the page. Houston, there is a lot of fierce girls who are like very dramatic, and they're, you know, they're not shy, and they're loudmouthed, and, you know, they're in everybody's face, and they will read you to filth, which I think a drag queen should always know how to read for filth. So my advice to new queens who are, you know, maybe you're afraid to do drag, or, you know, you do drag, but after the bar you want to go straight home and take off your mug, or you don't want to stop and grab some food, bitch, fuck everybody. Go and grab your food, go and do your tea, nobody's bothered. Be confident in who you are, because you are a superhero compared to everybody else. You know, you're putting on this cape, you're putting on this outfit, and you're looking sickening, and you're looking glamorous, and you're showing strength, and you're showing that, you know, in the face of adversity, you're strong, you're a fighter, and that's what every drag queen is. So we're leaving Chick-fil-A, and I just ate some Chick-fil-A, and I feel thin, hun. I am not bothered, but I am gonna get the fuck out of here before they come and stab my ass. Okay, so we're going to Target because I need a tampon, and I need some pregnancy tests because I've been very slutty. Girl, it's so easy to get traded in Houston, honey. Houston is huge. You got the black skin, you got the Latinos, hey girl. You got all this tea, there's so much men here. Oh girl. Because as everybody knows, I love to be mugged for the gods. So I'm here, and I would never recommend you to actually come and get your makeup here because it's for the busted queens. But I needed a little bit of some white eyeliner, you know, to retouch and look sickening. But no girl, go to MAC, go to Sephora, go get some Ben Nye or something, because when you use these drugstore brands, you end up looking like them little busted queens that you don't want to be doing all that shit. So you want to make sure, you know, that you pull out your Chanel, and, you know, you do a little bit of your contour. Something really cute. Something really cute to look really pretty. To make sure that you're looking beautiful and dusted for the gods, because you don't want to be looking like one of them Topangas, honey, because trust and believe that the shade is real. In Houston, Texas, the girls throw shade the house down. So now we came over to the clothing section, you know, where all the girls buy their clothing, because you know that they go to the thrift store, honey, they come to Target. You know, Charo be getting her clothes here at the clearance section. This is where she gets all her colorful prints, bitch. Trust and believe. This screams Charo Beans to barge the house down. Boots, bitch. Oh, and I think I saw this on Shamu last week, bitch. She was fucking modeling this shit up on stage, ho. She was letting me have it for the gods, because you know those queens, they come here, they spend about 10 bucks, they get on stage, and they let you have it, because what? They're talented and they're sickening. So those bitches be wearing some Target shit. Look, ho. They be doing that 70% off shit at the clearance section at fucking Target, ho. Don't tell nobody that I spilled their tea, because they're gonna fucking come for me. But the truth is, this is where they get their tea. Trust.
So how come you haven't done drag that much anymore?
So I think the reason why I don't really do drag anymore as much as I used to, because I used to be really passionate about it, but there was a period of time recently within the last year that I've kind of lost the love. I don't know if I lost the love of drag, or I literally lost the love for myself. I think I was just focused so much on work, so much on, you know, there was so many things that were so many, I don't know if it was depression or just so much pressure that I had other things in life that I had to take care of before I came back into drag. You know, I recently went to New York City. It kind of re-inspired me, and it sounds really funny, but it kind of made me fall back in love with myself. Because I gained a little bit of weight. Drag is very competitive, especially in Houston. So I think the fact that I kind of fell behind a little bit, it just mounted the pressure even more. But I know that I'm very talented, and I know that I'm very good at what I do. And when I went to New York City, I kind of felt, I felt like I was reborn, like I was brought back to life. I felt like Luscious is back. You know, the massacre is alive again, and I'm ready to, you know, start focusing on drag because it's something that I love to do. But it's also something that is very hard to do, something that's very expensive because I take my art very seriously. I have a lot of passion for what I do, you know. I don't want to be just like any other drag queen. I want to make sure that, you know, my drag is something that is gonna be, you know, I don't want to say it's gonna live on, but something that's gonna be different, something pretty to look at. You know, I always try and look, you know, just as polished as I can. I'm very passionate about my makeup. You know, I'm a makeup artist, so it's all about the beauty. It's all about the vanity. It's all about the glamour. It's about, you know, looking sickening and, you know, making yourself feel good. When I go out, honey, I feel sickening. When I go out as a boy, I don't even have fun. So, you know, going out as a girl, and, well, not even a girl, I consider myself like a superwoman almost. But, you know, it makes me get out of my normal boring life and just become like this super, you know, beautiful, powerful, you know, like a gay superhero that, you know, she's like my superstar.
Hi, my name is Lady Shamu. I am an entertainer here in Houston, Texas. I've been performing, wow, about 65 million years or so it seems. I began drag back in 1987. I was approximately 4 years old. Right now you're looking at Pablo. I live in Houston, Texas. I've lived here since I was 2 years old. Basically, I was doing what I thought was right, what I could do to better myself. Back when I started, we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have a lot of girls that were willing to help. The entertainers that were established, they were established and you looked up to them and that was it. Nowadays you have YouTube, you have all these wonderful tutorials that can teach you how to do makeup. If someone isn't willing to show you, you can get on the internet, look up drag makeup, and there is some fabulous queen that is willing to show you how to do makeup. I have always thought of myself as more of a comedian. I don't take myself seriously. I believe drag is an art. Drag can be anything that you want it to be, and it's only limited by your imagination. Whatever your imagination is, that should be what your drag is. This has been my pride and glory for the past 10 years. Miss Gay Texas, US of A at large. My crown, my sash, and all the memories that I have, I hold so dear in my heart because that showed me that it doesn't matter what size you are, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. What matters is that if you are determined, if you are dedicated to your craft, this can be yours. So let's start makeup. How about that? Here we go with Lady Shamu. First thing, you have to pull back your hair. Always get your hair out of your face. So we're gonna put on some hair. And then be sure, like I said, pull your hair all the way back off your head so that you don't get it in your hair, because that's the last thing you want is some makeup in your hair, because that's tacky. We're going to start with eyebrows. Cover up your eyebrows, and nothing is better than this purple washable school glue. It's not just for crafts and projects, it's for drag these days, okay? We keep Elmer's glue in business for this. It's a purple glue stick, and what you want to do is you do want to put it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Now, you can also use this on your beard, because you see, I don't even have to shave, and I'm going to look what? Sickening! Clown white is white. It's not black with a whole bunch of stuff in there, because that's nasty. applying, keep applying, keep applying. Now, ain't that pretty? No, put it on, just everywhere. Just put it on. Inside your nostrils too, because you don't want somebody giving you money and looking at the inside of your nose saying, that bitch forgot some up there. Don't do it. Favorite colors that I got from Kiki's tutorial is that Waffle House yellow. I use my finger. And you put it everywhere. Look, look, look. I'm telling you, this is the way to do it. There is no other way. You want those queens that are in that pageant that we're going to go see tonight? You want them to look at you like, I want to look like her. Right, well, had you seen my tutorial at first, you could look like this. Don't think I forgot about the blush. Put it right here, right on your cheekbone. Make it come towards your mouth. The darker your chin, the thinner you look. That's how you blend. Make it look natural. See how I look natural? Don't make it look like that Nike check mark. Don't do that. That's it. You're gonna see how the makeup comes together once you put on your wig. Use your hands. Use your hands. We're gonna put her on it real quick, but now we're going to secure it. This is my hair. So here we go. So, now that you've seen how you can transform yourself, let me show you how the Houston Queens can dress really quickly. The shade is real.
What advice do you have for up-and-coming Houston drag queens?
Bitch! Word of advice. This has to be learned. You cannot do a show wearing Walmart clothes. I am sick of it. You should be sick of it. Why should anyone go pay to see your little ass wearing Walmart clothes when they can go to Walmart and see it for free? Remember that. Don't wear your costumes to tip around in. Don't wear Walmart clothes, street clothes, Target clothes, or any other type of non-stage clothing on a stage. People are there to see you. That is one of the best advices I could ever give to you. It doesn't mean that you have to be solid rhinestone from head to toe, but you need to look like you didn't just walk off the street to perform in. Thank you.
Do you have any advice for up-and-coming drag queens in Houston?
Don't do drag, bitch.
So a Topanga is a drag queen who is, she might not be a newcomer, she might be have been doing drag for about 20 years, but it's a queen that never learned how to get her together. It's a queen who doesn't know how to do her hair, or she doesn't know how to do her mug, or she performs from the thrift store, and she spends no money in her drag, and she's a booger down. That's what a Topanga is.
So what do you think about Topangas?
Topangas, true definition, busted drag queens. The girls who need help. It differs, of course, from person to person, area to area, what a Topanga is. To us, it's somebody that just really needs the help. It's someone who's not going to listen, who doesn't care to listen. She's already got friends behind her who are telling. We know several of them around Houston who have their friends building them up. Yeah, girl, you got it, you got it.
You're great, you're fabulous, and they come out to the show and they're just busted.
And,
you're
yeah,
like, oh
it's
my
just-
God. Girl,
Topanga.
Topanga.
Listen to somebody, get you a drag mother, get you a drag father, get you a drag sister or brother that can help you and say, look, honey, this is the way you apply the makeup, this is where you get your hair, this is where you get your costumes. Come buy a gown here with us. We'll be happy to help you win a pageant or even just have a beautiful dress for a show.
A lot of girls have pageants, and we're like, this chick has been doing this pageant for years and years and years. She's coming out with the same stuff. She hasn't improved anything because nobody stands up and says, listen, girl,
Pay attention.
pay
Listen
attention.
to
That's
somebody.
the thing. Listen to somebody.
Get a drag family. Put it all together. Learn the makeup. Get some classes. Get your hair done. Get it done someone that really knows how to do hair. Go with someone that you can afford. And then you get better and better and
You can be
better.
Miss Busted Betty and you can get paid for it, but all you're going to get is Miss Big Ticket. And that doesn't go nowhere. It doesn't go to Continental, doesn't go to Miss America.
Sure does.
And your friends are going to be right there, hoo hoo ha ha. All you're going to get is a $25 drink ticket because you won the local pageant, the local art title. No.
This quote, and it's, I believe the history is that it's a quote Judy Garland told Liza Minnelli, and Liza Minnelli would tell it to people because they would ask her about covering her mother's songs. And Liza Minnelli said, well, my mother used to tell me, it's better to be a first-rate version of yourself than a second-rate version of somebody else. And that's what I do. So I do what I feel is me, I do what I feel is right, I do what I feel. Everybody is a fan. I'm very thankful that I have the people that I do who like what I do. And I do what I do for them. Hi, guys. But on the off chance that, somebody says that they don't like something about me, if it's about me, then, I can change that if it's not real. If it's something that's, someone has told them that they don't like, or if it's something that they overheard or they misheard, then, I can fix that, and oftentimes I will. But if someone says, oh, well, I don't like your drag, then, I have to find out why. Is it, it's not your personal style? Is it you didn't like the song I did? Is it whatever? And, a lot of people don't a lot of people don't care. A lot of people don't need to be like, they don't need the validation. Sadly, I'm still at a point in my life where I do. I need people to like me. I need people to like what I do. I want people to like me, and I do what I do so that people will like it. Like, I can't go out on stage and be like, oh, I'm going to do this for me, so screw you. I mean, I kind of do that, but it's because I'm like, I have a good idea, I think it's a good idea, I stand by it, and then people end up loving it, or hating it, either way. But, this is my art, and I have to take chances. But if somebody says that they don't like my style of drag, then I have to ask why. Is it, oh, it's not over the top enough? Well, that's fine. I feel like subtlety is sometimes an art, and I like that. I don't think it has to be so loud every second of every day. Or if someone says, oh, I don't like the song you did, it's like, okay, well, maybe it's a moody or mopey song and it's not everyone's bag of, cup of tea. That's perfectly fine. Or if someone's like, I don't like your song because I don't know it. Then they just need culture. But, there's reasons for everything and everybody. I don't like everything that I see, and that doesn't mean that anyone's doing it wrong. Just personal preference. And that's okay with me. I do go above and beyond. I do try to fix things with that person because I just want them to like me. It's kind of stupid, but that's just how I am. I mean, if you want to be professional, if you want to be taken seriously, just remember that everything you do, somebody sees. And, Lord knows I'm always tardy. I think I've only ever held up a show 5 times in like 4.5 years. But I'm frequently tardy for call times, and I feel terrible. It's because I obsess over all this. But, you know, be on time, be ready, have your stuff together. You know, if you know that you don't have something, if you don't have eyelash glue, go get eyelash glue. If you don't have nail glue, go get nail glue. Now, if you have it and you can't find it, that's different, because usually you have sisters around you can work with. But, you know, professionalism means that you are putting together something you can be proud of when you're done. I can be proud of this, usually, when I finish. And I think that's all that anybody should work for. You know, there's certain people that I absolutely adore, like Christina Ross, who always looks stunning. You know, she has these $1,000 gowns, and she can wear them everywhere, and they're always beautiful. The same, Tommy Ross is the same way. But, you know, I need a higher turnover for costumes than that, so I can't afford to just wear something gorgeous 10 or 12 times. And, you know, that's not a criticism. I think that they're fabulous, and they're welcome to do it however they choose to do. It's just, this is the way that I choose to be me. This is the way that I choose to express myself.
Hello, my name is Alexis Nicole Whitney. I am legally blind. I have been blind for 14 years out of the 18 years that I have been doing female impersonation. And now, I now reside in Houston, Texas, where I am the show director and the host and MC here at TC's Premier Show Bar, where we have shows 6 nights a week. And this is to all the up-and-coming impersonators, or drag queens as they call us. You know, you should wear nails when you perform. You should wear earrings. Never leave home without your earrings. And trust me, I might be blind, but I know when a busted Topanga when I see one, honey. Trust me. And there's a lot of y'all out there. No Tino Shea, girl, but you need some more contour in that fat mug of yours, girl.
I don't think so, Mary.
Why drag?
I always had honestly wanted to do drag, for a female impersonator, even be transgender. But I was always scared of what people would think about me, what they would say, how the society would judge me. You know, being a gay Hispanic is already hard. Now being a transgender or a drag queen is even going to put more pressure on top of me. But I gave in, and I've had the best time of my life the last 2 years. I taught myself, honestly. If you look at some of my pictures from when I first started, I'm really, really busted. I'm a Topanga. But since the last year, I've been painting Alexis Nicole Whitney, and it's helped me a lot. Honestly, painting her face and then painting mine. Not only do I paint probably like maybe 10 times a week, so that's the practice I need. I don't have to go and practice at night. If I want to try something, I try it on myself and then try it on her. If it doesn't work, we exit, do another thing. But I have my go-to face, you know, where my white eye, my black crease, and the brown on top of it, which I feel very comfortable doing. I think as far as money to be made in drag, that's up to you on stage. Here at TC's Premier Show Bar, like Alexis said, we do have shows 6 nights a week. They do come here to see drag, and depending on what you can do on stage, that's how much money you're gonna make. I love to do Adele. Yes, I'll overplay Adele and Adele and Adele, but to me, when I do Adele, she's my money maker. Why? Maybe because she's current, maybe because I can feel the music more, but here at TC's, the crowd is here to watch us, and they tip us, and they appreciate what we do. Being a newcomer to the Houston scene is definitely, I wouldn't say hard, but you are going to be judged a lot by the older queens, especially because a lot of them are set in their ways. When I became a cast member here at TC's, you know, the girls are very nice now, but when I first started here, because they had to go through auditions and prove themselves, and I just got asked to be on cast after competing in a drag race here. I had only been doing drag for about a year, and I got asked to be a full-time cast member here on the weekends, and the girls were not very happy. They kind of came for me, but the more they got to see who I am as a person, they definitely knew that I was real nice, and I'm always here to help them and do whatever they need.
My personal message to all of y'all is, you know, me being visually impaired, I am always expected for failure. And I haven't given up. It's just an obstacle that I have overcome in my life. So I give the advice to all of y'all, you know, keep your head up, keep going, never give up. If you have a dream, always go for it. Try to fulfill it, no matter what anybody can tell you. You should go for the best.
I would say for someone that's new or thinking about starting drag, figure out what do you want to interpret on stage. My biggest thing being a drag queen is figuring out what my niche is, and I still haven't figured it out after doing drag for 2 years. What do you want to portray as your character? Do you want to be comedy? Do you want to be beautiful? But remember, newcomers, that being beautiful is not going to get you everywhere. You need to be well put together, from hair to nails to your makeup to your costuming, and I've learned a lot of that by being here at TC's Premier Show Bar. But the better you look, the better you feel and the better they see that on stage. So put yourself together from head to toe. If you're going to give an illusion, make sure you look the part from head to toe. If you're just trying to portray something crazy, then do it from head to toe. But study what you want to be and then portray that on stage.
This is my passion. This is the love that I have for doing female impersonation. So if you love something, keep going.
Is it hard finding love and being a drag queen in Houston?
I think not just in Houston, but in general. I think that drag is something that a lot of gay men love drag queens. Like they love that aspect. They love to watch drag, but they always say, "Oh, I can never date a drag queen." And I think it's something that comes with the territory. This is probably a stereotype, me saying this, but nobody wants to date a drag queen. Some guys do, but they're hard to find. And usually, if they're really, really interested, then they're like those freaky, like panty sniffer type guys that, you know, it's not my cup of tea. But yeah, like generally, I think that when you find somebody who loves you unconditionally and doesn't care that you do drag, and they can still see the person underneath all the makeup and all the hair and costumes or whatever, and they see it as an art and they still love you, I think that's when you have found the person that is going to be like your soulmate, I guess. I was lucky enough to have been in love. I was in a relationship for 12 years. And I'm single now, but yeah, it's very difficult dating and being a known entertainer or a drag queen in the city because everybody knows you. So when Trey come over to my house, girl, they be asking me what all these wigs are. So I'm just like, it's my roommate. So my poor roommate, he doesn't do drag, but apparently he does drag when Trey come over because that's what I gotta blame it on, girl. But, you know, like they say, we're all just a squirrel trying to get a nut in the world, honey.
Love. What do I have to say about love? I always thought that it was not possible for a transsexual or a drag queen to be in love. But you know what? I have found it. And I'm actually getting married next year in July. If I can do it, you can do it. Love is blind, literally.
It's hard to find love being a drag queen.
Yeah, it's really hard. You know, you either get people that like think like you're a tranny and like you're trying to do the whole back page, and you know, when you're not that person, when you like just are like solely about like your entertainment, you're a drag queen. Like, oh, you're feminine. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, you want to be on stage? That's too much. Yeah, you know, move around.
Baby, ain't no such thing as trade no more. Everybody want to be a woman. The shade is real.
My name is Roxanne Collins. I've been performing for 21 years in the city of Houston, Texas. I work at JR's, Charles Armstrong Investments. I've worked here for about 3 years. My thoughts on drag in Houston, it is really evolving and it is exploding again. Houston drag has always been the #1 in the nation, and now it's on the rise again. I'm very happy about seeing that happen.
So tell me about your parents and your family.
This is probably gonna be like the hardest part of this documentary for me to talk about because it's a very touchy subject. I don't speak to my family anymore. When I told them that I was doing drag, they pretty much disowned me, and I haven't talked to them for about 3 years now. Now, if all of y'all said, "Aw," you fell for it. That's bullshit. It's a lie. Actually, my parents don't even know that I do drag, which is funny because I'm very, very close to my parents, my mom and my dad and my sisters. They just don't know that I do drag. I grew up in a really religious home, so it's hard for me to tell them because it's like a second coming out, you know? But at the same time, I feel like, why do I need to tell them? I'm an adult, I do what I want. So I'm kind of, you know, on the fence about it. So maybe one day I'll be able to tell them and they'll be fine with it. And maybe I'm completely underestimating them. But right now, I just don't feel like they need to know.
You know, a lot of people have this perception of me because of my drag. But the people who really know me that I have a huge heart. I'm a very caring and loving person, and I love to live life. Like, this business is so cutthroat, and the girls will do anything to get ahead and to be better than you, but it's like, I'm a very competitive person. So the only person that I compete against and who is my biggest competitor is myself. And I think that's why I've only been doing drag for a very short amount of time compared to other people. You know, I'm not saying anything else, but I'm not saying anything bad about other people, but like, my drag was really bad when I first started. And again, like, I'm my own biggest competitor, so I think that's why I've become the drag queen that I am today. So,
is it really a drag race in life in general, and getting exposure and popularity?
It is. It's a game. Bookings. It's a business. Like everything in life, some things you have to take very serious, some things you don't take very serious. I personally don't take myself very seriously because, you know, I've always said that I'm like the clown of drag. But that's kind of like the Fat Amy effect. You can't call me a clown because I've already called myself a clown. So, you know, it's kind of sentimental, touchy, emotional.
Have you ever wanted to quit drag?
All the time.
All the time.
Girl, drag. I love drag. Drag is my life. It's a part of who I am. But drag is like a never-ending thing. Like, you can make a lot of money. You have to continuously reinvent yourself. You have to always have new things. You can't do drag with the same 3 gowns for your entire career. So it's like a snowball effect, if you can kind of say it like that. Like, for example, my wigs, my loopy hair. I started with 1, and then so you get another one, and then you get another one, and then you have 5, and it's like, well, I can't keep wearing the same hair, so you keep going and going and going, and by the time you think of it, you have a drag living room, and you have to get rid of your couch because you don't have anywhere to put your freaking drag, like I have. A lot of girls don't realize that you have to have a gimmick in this business. You have to have something special about you to stand out, because there's thousands of drag queens, hundreds of drag queens in your city, and if there's nothing special about you, then you're gonna be some common queen that you're just gonna fall into the sea of, oh, she's just a drag queen, there's nothing special about her. Like, I feel like a lot of the queens that I work with, there's something extremely special about each one, like every one of the girls that I work with. I personally think that I have found a niche where I took where Chara was from, where she started off more like a club kid, and I found a happy medium from like this hyper glamorized goddess / club kid, and it's still me, it's still Chara from where I started from, but it kind of evolved. So I think it's really important for girls to have a gimmick. You gotta have a gimmick. There has to be something special about you, or else exactly just that. Like, what happened? Who are you? I mean, there's nothing special about you. Move along. Find something else. Houston drag is crazy. It's everywhere. I mean, you have your pageant queens. You have your crazy club kid queens. You have a lot of the newer girls that are really putting on a show at Meteor. So it's a diverse group of queens.
I mean, our city is so big that there's room for all different types of drag. And I think that our city is pretty open to different types of drag.
Why do you think here in the South there's a lot of pageant queens here in Houston?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because some of the queens that have been here before us that kind of set that bar of drag, that the Fab Four, Tandy Andrews, and all of those girls that were around back in that era probably set the tone, and it's still there. Like, people are still, all about bigger is better. So if you're gonna start doing drag, be ready to spend the money, because if you want to be good, you have to spend the money. I mean, you're either a good entertainer or not, but if you want to be in the game for a long time, then you have to have that. You have to spend the money on your drag. You can't go out in a Forever 21 dress and an old shake and go wig and be a sickening entertainer and then think that you're going to have that longevity in this industry.
Professionalism is everything. If you want to make it in this business, you better be as professional as you possibly can. That means showing up on time. Bring in your music. Your music cannot be scratched. Know your words. Know what your audience is going to like. Bring your own bobby pins. Bring your own hairspray, your own duct tape. Bring every single thing you're going to need. If you're getting paid to be in that show, make it seem that they're paying you $1 million for it. It's not fair for the girls that bring their stuff every week to have to supply you with your stuff. And believe me, when you hit the stage, we all talk about you. Every single one of us. Just letting you know, the shade is real.
Tell me about a time, an embarrassing moment.
The worst one was when I was performing in Galveston at Stars, and their stage is like a long stage, and it's not like F-bar, which is up. It's like on the dance floor, and there's rails and there's people all around it or whatever. A lot of people there, and people were pushing on each other to watch a show or whatever. So this one guy came up to me to give me a tip, and he wanted to give me a hug. So I grabbed the money he gave me and I gave him a hug. So when he went to pull back, his bracelet got stuck on my hair. So when he went to pull back, like, he snatched my entire wig off. And everybody was like, yeah! So I said, F it, I'm just gonna keep on going. So I did the entire number, or the rest of the number, like this, because this is what my hair looks like under my wig. So yeah, it was pretty embarrassing.
Tell you what trade is? Trade is someone you meet who
basically is the people that the bitch can't get together with.
Okay, trade
Define trade.
is someone that you trade something that you need from. So
you trade sex.
You trade, if you're horny, you trade sex. If you're lonely, you trade, a little romance. If you're, whatever it is.
If you're Luscious Massacre, you trade whatever you can get.
Whatever you can get. And I get a lot. Thank you.
Trade is, that's like a guy, just a basic, straight acting, straight looking guy. That's just a man, I guess. I don't like trade myself. I like men. So. The shade is real.
Drag is important in the gay community because it's what brings us together. When Stonewall happened, they needed the drag queens to make things happen, and that's what it is about drag.
Personally, when I go out as a boy, I don't have as much fun. I guess I feel more colorful. I feel like I have more life. And, I can be a little bit of a diva and have some attitude and, give them some pizzazz and, throw some shade and, throw some love. And that's just something that that's the reason why drag is important.
Drag queens have always been leaders. Drag queens run fundraisers for the community. Drag queens run bingo, which everybody loves. Well, drag is important because the original gay rights movement, which began at the Stonewall Inn in New York, the riots were started by drag queens. The police were raiding the bar again, and eventually, finally, the drag queens and all the gays had had enough. but it was the drag queens that led the original fight. They started the riot, and drag queens were the ones who began the official gay rights movement.
Hi everyone, I am Coffee, and I have been a part of the Houston gay community for over 33 years, and I have been employed by JR's Bar and Grill for over 23 years, and I am so excited about a project like this being done because I think it's long overdue. One of the things that inspires me to do this for so many years is because it's not necessarily the money. It's not necessarily that we get to escape from reality for a little while and be something that we always want it to be, but it's the fact that we don't understand how many lives that we actually touch. If we could go back and really figure out how many lives that we actually touched by doing this, it would be absolutely amazing. And that, to me, that is one of the most important parts of actually doing this art of female impersonation. I was very fortunate to start performing and to be exposed to drag back in the good old days of the Copa, which is located at Richmond and Kirby, where I witnessed people of great talents like Naomi Sims, Donna Day, Hot Chocolate, Tasha Cole, Mr. Tiffany Jones, and people like that. Those are the people that inspired me. And people always often ask me how was Coffee created, and what it was is that after watching these great entertainers, I didn't want to be like them, but what I wanted to do is I took the great aspects about them that I really appreciated, and I combined them all into one, and that's how Coffee was created. I am still going strong after 33 years. Houston to me is home. I am very fortunate and very blessed to travel all over the country doing this great art of female impersonation. As a matter of fact, as we tape this, I've recently qualified by winning Miss Gay South to go back to Miss Gay America again, and hopefully we'll be bringing that crown back to Houston. Drag is all about, which is actually an art form. It's not about people wanting to be women. It's not about people wanting to walk the streets as women. It's not about all that. It's about people really indulging into an art form that takes a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of creativity, and a lot of money. So what I want you to know is that we love you and we appreciate your tips. My philosophy has always been that if you're going to give me your hard-earned money, then I should always be willing to give you something fresh. So that's what the key is in this business. Always stay fresh, always stay abreast, always be willing to learn. You never get too old to learn. All right, so y'all have a great night, a great day, a great life. I love you. This is Coffee signing off from JR's, okay? The shade is real, baby.
Thank you.